Hello guys, welcome here to pole qualifying for the Lyft National Series race at Daytona. Of course, there are no duels in this series, I should note, but it is qualifying. It is kind of also the final practice for the Lyft National Series, as they will take on Daytona on Friday or Saturday afternoon rather. The first car out in this session is Dario Vasquez in the number 6. Dylan Young is right behind. And then, of course, you got Sebastian Bennett, Daniel Guerrero, Max Anderson, Austin Horton, Roberto Crown Jr., Nicole Hill, Dave James back there, Nick Lange back there, Tim Horton, Dick Clark, Gabriel Meade. Everyone is now rolling out onto the track. Keep in mind, this is a 15-minute session. Then the top 12 will advance to compete for the pole. Of course, 15 minutes, much like the first practice session that you saw on Monday afternoon. Here we go to the line. Will Dario Vasquez go back to the top? 51.497, that'll put him on top of the boards. Of course, we have had 10 qualifiers thus far, and the 03 of Max Anderson is currently the fastest at a 50 and just barely above a 50 flat. Look at him trying to take the draft off of the 7 there. Now he's going to try to do the same with the 25, try to pick up his lap time as much as he can. $49.390. He really picked it up that lap. Of course, keep in mind, again, you need to be in the top 12 to advance to round number 2, and Samet Ozkan just went up to second on the boards. Again, this is the final practice as well for the Lyft National Series guys. This is the last time they will be on track until Saturday afternoon. The Truck Series won't be back on track. Well, they, of course, had their qualifying session today as well. But none of these series will be back on track until Friday and Saturday. The Cup Series will be here tomorrow. To the top of the boards goes Daniel Guerrero of 49.349. Of course, as mentioned, he is the favorite here in the Lyft National race. Make that the 78 now of Hans Dubois going to the top of the boards. Zach Fitzwater just went up to second. Keep in mind, he battled for the pole yesterday in Cup qualifying. Came oh so close, but just didn't get it done. And Zach Fitzwater was fast in the first session, or the practice session the other day. Of course, if you missed the practice session, that is over on Facebook Watch. So be sure to go over and check our Facebook page. The link to that page is in the description. Here we go. Zach Fitzwater going to try to improve on his time. down to fourth, but you know who just moved to second? That's the 31 of Alexander Rowe. He is now the second fastest. Austin Horton, the second quick now. Currently on that bubble, by the way, is the number 03 now, actually. Max Anderson now on the bubble to make the next round. These guys are going to have to beat a 49.390 to get into the next round, and two guys went into the 48 second bracket. Of course, that'd be the 78 and the 10. We haven't checked in on the 10 yet, so let's do so. Averill Mead in the number 10 in second. Of course, he is in probably one of the biggest packs right now in this session. All the Chevys here, plus a Ford and a Toyota. So no manufacturer alliances here. Averill Mead to the front of this pack, and they're catching someone dead ahead. I believe that's the 15, and it is. It's Steve Johnson. Of course, he is currently the slowest, so him getting caught by this pack may be a big help. And of course, it's another Chevy, so these Chevy guys might help him out, especially considering the 4 is in this pack, and the 61 is blown up. Tim Horton has lost his engine, and now, unfortunately, Tim Horton, regardless of where he qualifies, he will start at the rear of the field due to an engine change. A tough break for Tim Horton. It's those MBM cars, man. And here's a pack of a few Fords, I believe a Toyota, and 2 Chevys. Of course, Axel Smith in this pack, as well as Zach Fitzwater, Dylan Ibrahimian, and others. Oh man, this pack lost Dave James. But let's see, now can Steve Johnson pick up his speed here in this qualifying session here? Right now he's got the 07 behind him. I don't know, he's holding that middle line pretty well. $52.33, that moves him up 2 spots. See, can he improve some more? Of course, it might take a lap or two to get moving. You see the 61 back out on track, but keep in mind, again, no matter where the 61 qualifies, he will not be starting in that position because he will have to go to the rear due to an engine change. Another guy went to the rear with an engine change for the Cup duels, of course, that being the 21 in the Cup Series, and I believe that's Skylar Martins. 49.648 up to 29th for the 15. A good run that lap, but obviously they need some more if they want to start at the front. Look at this small 4-car pack. 3 Chevys, a Toyota in Austin Horton. And then up ahead, a big pack here. That's only going to get bigger. See the 22 in this pack. Trevor Collins, the Truck Series defending champ. Former Cup Series runner-up. And they're catching the 13 dead ahead. And that's Michael Collins in the 13. We'll see if that slows them up any. No. Dead ahead is Michael Collins, but real quickly, let's take a lap around the track with the guy who's the only guy who has won a Lyft National race here at Daytona, in Daniel Gitterow. Of course, see out of turn 2, he's gonna fade back a little, try to use that draft to drag him back up into this group. Right there, there's a lap around Daytona with your 2-time winner here, Daniel Gitterow. See if he can make it 3 in a row. An all Chevy pack ahead. We'll see if they can find some speed. Matt Klein in the number 02. Along with 2 Colleague cars, a Western New York car, a Jeremy Clements car, and a Johnny Davis car. Again, currently on that bubble is the number 44. So Sebastian Bennett. Oh, look at how close they came to that 7. Dangerous right there. But Sebastian Bennett currently on the bubble. Whoever's going to move into this next round, they're going to have to beat a 49.251 to get in. You see there, the 2 going to pull off. $49.538, no improvement. Look at this, 78's all by himself. But he's going to get one more lap. And that ends the session right there. So the clock has expired. Once the 78 comes to the line, the top 12 will be official. $51.018. Back behind, you saw the 10 tried to make a run for it, just couldn't get there. But that will end the first round of qualifying. A lot of rookies moving on to round 2. of qualifying. Of course, oh, it looks like the 44 got bumped, but Hans de Boz, Avril Mead, Dick Clark, Carter Joey, Cliff Clark, Dario Vasquez, Jessica Ward, Austin Horton, Axel Smith, Preeti Shaw, Samet Ozkan, and Kyle Orlando. They will all advance to the second round and final round of qualifying for the pole. And as you look on down the list, let's get ready for round number 2 here. We'll be back in just a moment here on GCN. Welcome back to GCN. The 26, Austin Horton, rather. I almost said Tim Horton. Austin Horton is rolling out right now. Of course, so is Cliff Clark. Keep in mind, this is for the pole. And they're all going to be chasing this guy, the 78 of Hans de Boz, who was the fastest in round number 1. The 10 of Avril Mead also showed a lot of speed. You wonder if those colleague teammates talk to each other here, because Cliff Clark is in this round as well. Of course, it is a 10-minute session. Only the fastest, or only the people who get paired up the quickest, really, will have a big shot at the pole. We'll see. Austin Horton might get some help here. Look ahead. That is the 10 of Avril Mead coming out of the pit lane right now. Of course, he's only 10 miles an hour off. Will he catch him? No, I don't think he will. Through turn 4, what's the first lap gonna look like? 53.88. Here comes Cliff Clark. Complete lap 1. 55.66. And look at this. We've already got 2 paired up. The 98 and the 19. And right away, those 2 go to the top of the boards. Preeti Shaw to the top. Dick Clark to second. Of course, Dick Clark is also running for the 23XI Racing Team, trying to make the 500. He is not, at the moment, locked in, so he's going to have a little work to do on the Cup side tomorrow. But, of course, the pole here on the Lyft National side would certainly be a huge momentum boost for him. We'll see. Does he get there? 49.456. Let's put up the leaderboard here. The fastest is that number 19. Of course, 17 is currently in third. He must be catching some form of the tail end of this draft. I don't know how, and he's that far back. Either that or he's really trimmed out here. Up ahead, there is another pairing right now, 2 Chevrolets. Jessica Ward and the number 10 of Avril Mead. And you see, the 10 goes to second. 49.326. Another pair up ahead, the 78 Hans de Boz and the 23 Carter Joey. Dario Vasquez is the only one, and now he has laid down a lap, so everyone in this session has laid down a lap at this point. 49.687 for the fastest in round 1. 49.836 for Carter Joey, who is Zach Fitzwater's teammate. And look ahead, we might have our first 3-car pack. Yeah, Kyle Orlando is the slowest at this moment. But now he's got help from 2 of the fastest guys on track right now. No real gains here. Up ahead, they're catching that number 11 of Cliff Clark. And they're going about 5 miles an hour faster than he is, so we'll see how much they can close. Of course, it may help the 5 because he's going to get the tail end of this for at least a lap or 2. Or for at least a few turns, I should say. 49.279, he's up to 7th. Preety Shaw is currently still on the pole as it stands with 3 minutes left in the session, just a little over that. Now the 98 tries to make a move here. But who's got the 11's draft? Because that's important to note. It looks like the 98's catching it right now. But he's catching it too quick. I think he's going to have to lift here. .48.936, and now we'll see what the 11 can do. The 11 is currently the slowest on track. I think the 99 just made the jump up the board. Three wide. 49.283. That moves Cliff Clark up to 11th. Dario Vasquez now the slowest, as you see the 2 Chevys and the Ford back here really clicking some lap times right now. And to the top goes Hans de Boz. 48.488. See if they can stay single file. They might be able to log in another lap time like that. Look at this. Carter Joey is trying everything to be sure he can pick up his own speed right there. Trying to get any advantage. Of course, that kind of gap with the draft, you might have some sort of advantage. Up to 30 goes. Samet Ozkan to second. Look at the speed they carried into turn 1. Phenomenal. See there, they had to lift. for the 6. Of course, keep in mind Hans Dubois, he's going to come to the line this time, and it will complete the session. Here we go to the line. Will there be any improvement? No, there won't. Hans Dubois is going to be on the pole. For the beef, it's What's for Dinner 300 on Saturday. To his outside will be Samet Ozkan. And as you take a look at the rest of your top 12 starting positions, we want to thank you for watching. We will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for the Blue-Green Vacation Duels at Daytona. Otherwise, we'll see you here for the Truck Race Friday or the Lyft National Race on Saturday afternoon. Until then, guys, goodbye, everyone.